you can count on one thing. This podcast is also heard by nerds. So nerds need answers. So you say our singing is the toughest. Now, explain this with what is the difference between, say, X anglicized genre of singing. देखो, आपने और हमने खाना खाते खाते ये बातें की और मुझे समझाया गया है, वो मैटर नहीं करता है. पॉडकास्ट पे समझाओ अभी कि क्यों हमारी सिंगिंग डिफरेंट है और क्यों हमारी सिंगिंग में डिटेल है. आई डोंट, इफ यू हैव टू सिंग एंड एक्सप्लेन इट, you do whatever is needed.
I would be happy for any questions that come up when you put out this podcast. I will in fact read every comment and I will be happy to answer them even individually and even with little videos to explain exactly what I'm talking about. Ek to what is so amazing and unique about our musical culture in our country is that even in the mainstream, and this is credit even to the audience, and even there's something amazing that the most complex singing, classical singing and semi-classical singing has been normalized in the mainstream, which is in no other part of the world. Just to give you an example, Pavarotti is an opera singer.
Yeah.
It's a certain type of music. It's only a certain elite genre.
Yeah.
Even the audience is of a certain kind. It's, he is not going to be considered a pop star. He is not going to feed it to you to the lowest, so the lowest common denominator needs a beat and, about Madonna, it might be, sometimes the most simplest of songs are the ones that really change your life. I'm not looking down upon anything which is simple.
Whatever works.
La Isla Bonita is fabulous, but that singing, you don't have to have trained, there's no complexity in that singing, it's a very straightforward chord structure, like a singer-songwriter in the West. There's a set of chords or a progression so when I have friends here who says, are you a singer-songwriter, can you also, so they try to think that my validation of being a good artist can happen if I can take a guitar, play 5 chords and sing along or write a song on it. They don't realize that the kind of singing I do has taken a lifetime of riyaz and sadhana and learning, and it is bloody hell intonation. It is like मैं अगर 2 हफ्ते भी वो ध्यान ना दूं उस पे, सुर मैं वो गाने तो नहीं गा पाऊंगी. Means to this extent, like Lata ji was singing Arabic intonation, again a very tough musical culture, Turkish music, very different. The Eastern musical vocal cultures are extremely more complicated than the Western music cultures, and they have it in their popular music again, like us, and ours is like the most complex. We have had classical doyens like Manna Dey and say even Lata ji and Mohammad Rafi and Shankar Mahadevan and even Shreya Ghoshal to now, who have like Hindustani classical पढ़े लिखे complex singing, वो जाके they distill it and present it to you in the mainstream, and hats off to our audience that इतने सहज हिसाब से we've normalized it. It's normal in our mainstream.
मगर समझाते क्यों नहीं है फिर? किधर भी कभी भी ऐसे एक आम आदमी को पता कैसे चलेगा? ये
पता होने की जरूरत भी नहीं है. जैसे मैं अगर आपको बताऊं कि अभी तो from नैनों में बदरा छाए, नैनों में बदरा छाए, बिजली से चमके हाय, इसमें जो बारीकी काम है, या कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया, कुंज कुंज में भंवरे डोले, कुन कुन बोले कुहू कुहू बोले कोयलिया, सज श्रृंगार ऋतु आई बसंती, सनि नम धनि सा गम गम धनि सा रे सा नि धनि नि ध ध म ध म ग नि रे गम धनि सा, ज श्रृंगार ऋतु आई बसंती. I have not warmed up for this podcast, but it takes serious amount of warming up to even render these songs, And these are our mainstream hits at a certain era. And now you will even have a beat my own song, मन तेरा जो रोग है, मोहे समझ ना आए, पास है जो सब छोड़ के, दूर को पास बुलाए. जिया लागे ना तुम बिन मोरा, जिया लागे ना तुम बिन मोरा. ये तलाश का गाना है, जिया लागे ना. ठुमरी अंक का गाना है. और हमारे मेन स्ट्रीम में राम ने इसको ड्रम एंड बेस डाला टू मेक इट लाइक पॉपुलर पॉप. But it's not a song if I haven't learned Hindustani classical or done my riyaz. I'm just out of COVID, guys. So just 2 days ago, I started stepping out. So the first thing this virus has done is taken away my breath. And you need breath to sing these songs. So I feel a lack of breath and a lack of control. But I had to explain to you that despite that, I'm confident enough to at least give you an example of how complex the music in our mainstream is.